As a former lawyer turned full-time creative, I know how hard it can be to learn drawing foundations on your own. Even though I learned from books and classes taught by great artists, it wasn't always obvious how to connect the dots and evolve into my own style. It took a lot of practice, study, and experimentation to get to where I am today. I'm grateful to have worked with clients like Disney, Adobe, and Samsung. Now I get to create primarily for my studio Memochai, where I make my own illustrated products, do fun collabs, and host an international drawing community that helps people overcome their creative obstacles and discover creative well-being through the art of drawing. It was this community that actually made me realize I want to teach a class on drawing foundations in my own way. I remember what it's like to think maybe it's too late to start drawing, or maybe I'll never get good at this, or even I got pretty far without drawing foundations, but now I'm stuck and I don't know how to keep growing. I know drawing foundations can be really dry and boring to learn. It can feel uninspiring, especially for those of us who want to draw in a modern illustration style. Rendering a realistic ball and a shadow might not be that interesting to us. Most beginning artists I encounter want one thing: to draw beautifully in their own style. I totally get it. I was the same way. I mean, we get interested in drawing because we see other artists' works that we admire and we want to jump straight to that. Unfortunately, that's usually putting the cart before the horse. What I've realized over and over again on my own journey is that, well, you can skip over the drawing foundations. Eventually, you'll find that you're limited in how much you can really evolve into your own style and truly express yourself. Okay, so what are the drawing foundations? At a basic level, these foundational techniques are what drawings and paintings are built on. Think of them like tools in your artist toolkit or ingredients in your artist pantry. I group them into observation, line, shape, value, composition, form, color, and light. Learning these skills are important both for observing art, so you can break down your favorite artist's work and understand the choices they made, and for making your own art, so you can be intentional about how you use each as you develop your own unique style. So what I found missing in this drawing journey when I was learning from books and classes was the how and the why to the what when it came to bridging how to draw with how I want to draw in my own style. The problem for me was that most of what I was learning from was focused on just a few of the tools and didn't really explain how it all comes together in a really stylized drawing. The focus was almost entirely on realistic drawing studies and ends there. Or, on the opposite side, an artist tutorial might teach me a drawing in their specific style, but not explain all of the underlying considerations that would help me apply it to my own style. There's a big difference between knowing what the skills and steps are versus how they came together and why the artist made the choices they did. So I decided to create a drawing foundations class using my own approach because I really wish that I had something like this when I first learned how to draw. A class that gives a clear overview of not just what the drawing foundations are, but how to connect these dots to help me draw how I want to draw. I combed through all of the hours I spent learning drawing foundations and used an 80-20 approach to put together a comprehensive yet digestible class that covers the parts that made the biggest difference for my own growth and improvement. I used one main class project as an anchor for all of the sections and included lots of additional exercises to reinforce each step. I explained how to see like an artist through line and shape, value and form, color and light, portraits, and depth and composition. Most importantly, I explained how all of these tools and skills connect and come together. This class is of course not a replacement for years of art school. Instead, this is going to give you a really strong foundation and starting point to learn all of the skills and have a path forward. I like to think of it as providing a map or guide for your own drawing journey. So if that sounds like what you've been looking for, let's get started.